We're hot. Jonathan, that's your 272 right there. We got the Ratty Tatty 268. That's for sale. Uh, the 372 we just put together with all kinds of compression. And the 288 over there, that's ready to rock. That's for sale also. Um, the 288, I have like $1,000 into it in parts, not including the bar. So that is not a cheap saw. I'll take $800 for that thing plus shipping. Tom's here, good. You beat the you beat Ken. What's going on? James is out in the shed working on something, so I don't know if we'll see him for a bit. But Happy New Year's, guys. So I figured I'd come out and do a little bit of heat cycling. I wanted to make sure this 272 runs, and indeed it does, and it oils too. Had to get a little prime with WD-40, but then it came right up, no problem. Peter Call, welcome. Thanks for hanging out. Just so you guys know, the bar is not for sale. It would be Powerheads only. This is the for sale vid, yeah, kind of. So the 288, 88 cc's. The 372 is more like 75. It's the big bore. It's the aftermarket big bore head, but it's ported like crazy, and a 40 millimeter pop up. So ported, decked, the whole bit there. It's got an OEM crank, used but was fine. New bearings, new seals. The rest of the parts on it I know work because I had it on a working saw for the bottom end to took everything out. So it's got basically a brand new bottom end and a new top end too that's ported. What's the white stuff? Yeah, I know. We got white stuff here. So we got the Ratty Tatty 268. So that's 60cc class saw, high 60s. And then the 272, this is a 52 millimeter OEM 272 top end. OEM brand new starter, OEM brand new top cover. It's got an aftermarket muffler that I opened up. Yeah, I'm just getting them started, Bob. I'm not doing any cutting today. Just wanted to get them started and heat cycle them a little bit. But I wanted to see how this 272 really ran. Noise on New Year's, but yeah, basically that's it, Adirondacks. Noise on New Year's. So I wanted to make sure that this 272 in particular ran. And it does. That one sounds nice. I'm gonna leave that now for Mason. Basically, he's gotta, if I can get him to show up. So let's compare that to the Ratty Tatty 268, which I have had in wood just a little bit. Now this does not have a decompression valve. It's not ported. running saw. For the money, for the power head, $300 shipped. In case anybody's interested, fine running saw. It's not modded, but it's complete. And new seals, new ring, I think for the OEM piston. Seems to be a fine running saw. Let's pull up the 288 here. This is always fun to get this started. Not hard to get started. Don't forget to set the high idle, choke, decomp. I think I decked this one, but I don't remember. I did not port it. This is not ported. It runs just fine though. It's got a big outlet on the muffler, OEM top end, lots and lots of goodies on here. OEM top cover, brand new. Doesn't that thing have a nice tank? Listen to that. Check that out, William. Got it. It's still going. Better now, Ken. Sorry. Should be good now. Are we good? We're back. Here we go. I don't know what happened. I went down. It's a really nice saw. This is a really, really nice saw. Power head. I need $800 for it. I'm losing money even at $800. That doesn't include any of the time. I'm not factoring time in. It's just about the amount of parts that it took this to get to be even as nice as it is. And if you can find a nicer one out there for $800, go for it. But not exactly common. Find really nice, rebuilt, properly done 288s. This one's beautiful. So I will keep it and use it until I get that kind of money out of it. All right, how are we doing? We're still up. We're still good. So this is the 372 that we worked on the other day. 210 plus pounds of compression. The silly tank vent leaks a little bit, but here we go. That one just sounds mean. Mean. even at 210 pounds of compression, look how easy it is to restart. Watch this. One more time. How does it get better than that, huh? Wouldn't you want to take that saw into the woods? I would. Yeah, I think I get True Fuel on everyone. I don't always use True Fuel, but it sure is nice and compact package, and that one's the 372 I just did William. 52 millimeter aftermarket big bore top end, but fully decked and ported and pop-upped and all that stuff. I was curious to see if I could get the 52 millimeter aftermarket top ends to run, because everybody's about these the XPW top ends, which have just gone NLA, the 51.4 millimeter top ends, and they're just no longer available, and they got people hoarding those things. And I'm like, I wonder if I can get the aftermarket top end 52 millimeter to run. And that's got to be probably the best responsiveness on a 372 I've ever seen. It responds nice, and it goes right up. I mean, if somebody can tack that over it's got to be close to 14,000 RPM there, and it's still 4-stroke and hard up there. And it's not broken in yet, so I don't want to really just grab the crap out of it. But another saw I got to give to Mason to see what he can do, So I just want to do a little bit of heat cycling here, run them a little bit, because I don't like letting things sit. I got plenty of stuff in my shed that sits, What a sound on that 372. Nikki, I'll ship you stuff. You let me know what you need. If I got it, I send it. I got a whole pile of stuff. If you need it, you let me know. I send it, you pay shipping. Okay? I don't mind sending you stuff. Shoot me an email, Nikki. Or I'll give it to Ken and then he can ship it. 21 people here. Who's watching? I'm just doing some heat cycling on some power heads. That's all. For those people that are interested, the 272 down here has already been spoken for. The Ratty Tatty 268 up here does need a home. $300 for that power head shipped. This 272, I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with yet. I might sell it if the price is right. But I want to see how it runs first. Hey, Craig. And that 288 over there, which sounds utterly fantastic, that I need $800 for just the power head. The bars are not for sale. You can buy your own. You get the idea. Hey, Georgie. Welcome. Happy New Year. Boneyard. Happy New Year. So does anybody want to hear any one of these? Or are you interested? Is anybody interested? The 272 really came out sweet. It's not even ported or anything, but it sounds great. It really sounds great. It looks great. Just hardly any wear on that case at all. It's a little bit older of a crankcase, but it really does awesome. Anybody want to hear any of them again? I know that everybody's showing up. 21 people here. Jeez. On New Year's Day, of all things. Happy New Year, everybody. Just a quick update. It's been quite a year. 2019, I actually did pretty good with the affiliate link with HL Supply. Yeah, Ken, I really think you need that Ratty Tatty 268 over there. That's got your name all over it. The price is right. And you need a Sujihara bar, too, obviously. Jesse Grimm, my best customer. Jesse, we're going to tempt you right here, buddy. Nikki, I'm not sending you anything from the bin. If you need something, you let me know. I will do what I can for you, buddy. I got the Ratty Tatty 268 over here is $300 shipped to your door, Jesse. Not including the bar, of course. $300 shipped to your door. Got a new ring in it. It's complete. New fuel lines, new filter, new seals, and O-ring. And Lord, kitted carburetor. Carburetor's been kitted. Runs. It's not ported. Nothing. It does not have a decomp. But that is, it's an open port 268. It's not the super desirable 272, but the price jump from that to that, you go to the 272 with all the nice new stuff on it. That's $700 shipped, which is basically already spoken for. So Jonathan has committed to me on that. So yeah, the 268 here, $300 shipped. The 288, $800 plus shipping for that power head, because I just have too much money into that damn thing. It sounds so good though. Oh, it's a nice running saw. The Mason's had that one out in the woods. That's been gone through. A legitly nice saw. You're into snowmobile season. Sounds like you need to sell a few snowmobiles and fire up the 288. All right, I'll do the 288 again. And just so everybody knows, these are 8x8 beams that are for my buddy Steve. If I use these for cant racing, he's gonna be pissed. So, can't do that. Can't. Any tractor man soon is going to be any saw man. It's going to happen. That's right up your alley, Pat. Brett Black just shipped to 268 yesterday. You sold one? Good. Does that sound nice? It just has this nice ping to it. Bing! Beautiful. And it'll sit there and idle like that all day. Again, not ported. You want to hear a 346? Yeah, I did mill that. Those are milled on my sawmill, 8x8 cants. You want to hear 346? I'll go get a 346. I can do that. Here, I'll go get a 346. Why not? Can you tell I have a few Sujihara bars? This one's kind of been through the woods a bit. About 5 minutes of running, the idle really settles in and that chain stops spinning. Takes a little bit. Yeah, it's a good neighborhood. Cold Caesar. No, we don't want to do that. Hopefully it doesn't seize. It is chilly outside, admittedly, and I haven't run that 346 in a while. But I'm running it pretty rich. You can hear that. That's really pretty rich running, so not too worried about it. Sakido diagram. Happy New Year to everybody. Again, we'll kind of go around the horn here for those people that have just showed up. The 272 over here is spoken for, but I have the Ratty Tatty 268 over here that has new put back together. The only thing I didn't do on that is replace the bearings because it was the bottom end was like pristine when I opened it up, so I left it. It was so nice in there. The bearings looked beautiful. They weren't all carboned up and gunked up. So really nice run saw. It doesn't have a decomp though, but $300 shipped for the power head. You can't do better than that. The 372 over here is the aftermarket big bore bamboo steamer. Ken. Anyway, the 372 has an aftermarket big bore head on it, and it is really, really potent. That's been decked, ported, base cut, pop-upped, north of 210 pounds of compression, starts easy, runs great, runs just crazy, actually. Can't wait to really get that in wood, and which I will certainly do. I'll maybe have Mason do what it would cost yet, but that may be sale. I may keep that one and get rid of one of my others. I may keep that one and get rid of one of my others. The 288 here sounds beautiful. I need $800 for that power head though. It's just I need $800 for that power head though. It just sounds doggone nice. I'm brand new top cover. I got like $1,000 in parts into that darn thing. It cost me a lot of money to build. So let me fire up that 372 again. That thing's fun. That chain is lubed. Look at that. about this one, it's got the momentary switch. You just hit off and it automatically goes back to on. That's a nice running saw. That is zippy. Pat, means you gotta get rid of a tractor, that's all. One tractor, buy at least a few of these. Think about saws. They're so bite-sized, you know. You just end up collecting so doggone many of them. How many Celsius are there in Connecticut now? You know, I don't know what the temperature is. I would guess it's close to freezing, so close to 0. 40, 0, and 5 Celsius, something like that. Open port 268, just like that one. Gotta like the 346, like an OE with a new PNC. No. Well, that 346 is kind of a funky animal. If I remember right, I think I've got a highway prototype top end on it. And I think the case has been decked and all kinds of other crazy stuff. So I did all kinds of nutty things to that. .37 XP chain will tighten as I give it throttle, but then idle's loose. Ross, that probably is a best that. One thing, if you, there's a few things that happen to saws. One is especially if you're having like funkiness in the tension. If you can't seem to set the tension right, check in and see if the crank isn't like out of round. So pull the clutch drum off and pull the starter. .35 and connect 1.6 Celsius. Yeah, okay. And Ken's, yeah, pretty close. So, yeah, pull the clutch drum off the 372. Sorry. There's the 372. So pull the clutch drum off, look at clutch, and pull the starter, and see if the clutch wobbles. If so, you have a bent crank. That I've seen, and then that'll really screw up your tension. You'll just never be able to figure out what correct tension. The other thing, right, 35 Fahrenheit, yeah, 1.6 temperature. So the other thing that can make a big difference about setting tension, yeah, Craig's got a great suggestion. The rim could be worn out. That's one. Another one is the when you're setting tension, make sure the nuts are almost tight. Basically, tighten the nuts down, back them off like half a turn, maybe a turn. Set your tension, and then also when I'm setting tension, I'll lift from right here, and then actually tighten it down. So this is a little on the loose side, but the other thing is lift the bar when tightening. Some chains stretch more than others. That does happen too. Anything else anybody wants to see? Because I'm cold. It's gonna be time to go in here. If anybody wants to contact me, Ken put up my email address, so anybody can contact me about saws if they have any other questions. Some questions really are best for the forums. Like you can have like 13 people answer you all at once. Wife says we gotta go. All right, take care, Pat. Tip sprocket. That's another interesting idea, Craig. You know, if it's not a new bar. Another interesting idea. We just had an entire discussion on the forum about busted chain tensioner pawls on like a 395, and what can happen is if the bar is off kilter a little bit when you set the tension, and then you go and zip down the nuts, now it gets tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter as you're zipping the nuts down, and you can wreck something by doing that. Sometimes the tensioner pawl will get wrecked. That's possible. You can also bend a crank. You don't want to do that. Yeah, the 372 51.4 head is now NLA. There was basically no warning. Everybody just bought them up. That was it. Gone. Ross, have a great new year. Oh yeah, I was going to tell we were talking about New Year. So 2019, we had a good year for the affiliate link. Obviously, I bought some cool stuff with that, because I get credit for anybody that uses my affiliate link and buys stuff with HL Supply. So basically, I get store credit for that, and which is cool because it allows me to get stuff from HL Supply, and it helps build these, but also buy cool stuff. So to show you guys. So we had a good year for that, and just so everybody knows, I'm not making $1 million on it. But one thing, like for instance, on Buchan's channel, he does the super chat thing. I know he does pretty well with that, but I don't ask for that. What I just ask for is if people want. I am cold. If people want parts, to go check out HL Supply through my affiliate link. That's pretty simple. And if you want crank tools, that's the other thing that I do. If people want to send me money, I want to make sure that somebody gets something for it. You know what I mean? So everybody, if you can, click on that parts link. Yeah. Well, I'm sure HL Supply has a sale going on right now, but this stuff is for sale, but not necessarily on sale. You know what I mean? So anyway, so we had a good year for the tools. I sold 3 kits like 2 days ago, and I haven't sold one in like weeks. So it's so funny. It's so funny. The sales of tools is just up and down and all over the place. I got to think about getting some more stock soon. And we'll talk to my guy here pretty soon. But I'm starting to get low. Robert, if you break tightener, you ran loose bar nuts, hit tip, tighten, loosen. If you're scared. I think, just to translate what you just said, I think that was another suggestion was once you get the bar nuts tight, back the tensioner off just like half turn, and you won't have nearly as much pressure on the tensioner. Yes, for sale, not on sale. Different. Because prices are what they are, On HL Supply, the 52cc with pop-up, I haven't tried it. I have a highway pop-up on my bench right now. We're going to put it in the 660, in that Chinese 660, and see how it goes. But I know I don't have any specific opinion. In general, I think for the money, that's kind of a hard to beat cylinder head. If you're gonna just slap it on and run, then probably that would be best bang for buck. That 372 down there does have a Chinese top end. It's not even highway. It's got a K ring and a 40 thousandths pop up. Those highway pop ups are probably 25, 30 thousandths. I don't know. There's a little bit more of a pop up that I made. Craig, looking to use a 365 with low compression. Okay, well, make sure you take that thing apart. Craig, make sure you tear that down. New bearings, new seals. It's easy and just do it. Did a Farmer Tech Big Bore 395. Working good? Okay, great. Good for you. I'm not. I understand some of the Chinese stuff is really kind of junk. Some of it is not, and you have to navigate that. That's not easy. If you're a hobbyist and you're having fun, that's great. Brett Black, I have a Makita 4300 with a crank that's out of round. Spur sprocket drum was welded on a oh dear. Offsetter. Double trouble. Yeah, Ken had that too. He actually bought an Oregon drum, and it was welded off center for some, and I'd never seen that before, but it was quite a bit off center. See, what the heck? How could such a big company like that mess something like that up or miss that in quality control? I don't know. All right, anybody want to hear anything else? Anybody? Questions, comments? 40,000 out of round. Right, it wasn't built on a Tuesday, it was built on a Friday afternoon. I'd love to get this Ratty Tatty 268 sold. $300 shipped. For such a solid saw, you can't get any better than that. Power head only, of course. Right, might still blow up. You don't know. You know, the plating could flake off, and that could be that. Who knows? So, I may go on later. It depends what I got to do in the basement. There isn't that much to do right now. I've essentially got all this stuff together. Now it's just a matter of handing it to Mason and getting him over here. Mason, if you're watching, getting him over here to pick this stuff up. So, I hope everybody has a great New Year's Day and all that stuff. I'm hanging out today. Nothing too exciting. Trying to rest up a bit. I don't think I got out of bed until like 10:30. Usually I get up at 6:30. So, if anybody wants to contact me, Ken has posted my email. So, I'm definitely interested in selling some saws in case anybody wants to buy. So, there's that. I hope everybody has a great New Year's Day. Everybody be safe out there. Take care. And we'll see you all soon. Possibly be on later. Okay, take care, guys. Bye-bye.